Welcome to Turner Gymnasium on the campus of the Westminster Schools. It's 7th grade basketball. It is championship time. The ball is up and the game has started. I'm Daniel Searle along with John Abernathy and Andrew Lingle. It is a long, deep three to start things off by Zwerner. The Cats with Longacre, the drive and the dump. Nice little touch, not enough on that roll. We will bring you up to speed on the 7th grade Rotary League standings and record, but this is the championship that was scheduled for 3 balls deep. Check that out. Alex Edler getting the Cats off to a strong start. 3-0 here this first quarter, 6-minute quarters, 4 of those. And Blessed Trinity with a travel. That is number 12, Jackson Hamilton. Lots of noise coming in through our headset. That is the Varsity boys basketball team on the other side, along with numerous 7th graders, middle schoolers packing the house. Longacre, number 5 in white, gets the ball batted out of bounds. That is Jax Bonight for the Blessed Trinity Titans.
Alex Edler going to control the point guard here.
Inside the dump off, 45. Ajike Adele leads to an immediate timeout. Not even a minute in by Blessed Trinity and a very unhappy coach. Let's set the scene, guys. John, Drew, 7th grade league. We host it every Saturday morning here at Westminster, but the game was scheduled to be played last Saturday at GAC. That whole snow thing messed it up a little bit. Got moved to tonight, so it's a home game for us. We enjoy that, but also coming in with a strong 8-1 record, right, Andrew?
Yes, Mr. Searle. Westminster coming in with an 8-1 record. Blessed Trinity coming in at 5-4. Started the season poorly at 3-4, but they've come in strong. Won their last 2 games, finished at 5-4. We'll see how that plays out tonight.
And they upset favorite Wesleyan, who was undefeated in league play in the semifinals. BT with the ball, down 5. We've seen Bonight up top, controlling it. Double stack low, off the knee, out of bounds. That is another turnover for the Titans. Williams unable to corral and handle that ball. Edler, who hit that 3 to start the game. Starting and distributing. Zwerner with the drive and kick. A lot of bobble stuff going on, Lingle.
Westminster and Blessed Trinity both not very sharp to start off the game. Lots of discombobulation and poor passing as Westminster turns the ball over right there.
And it's also energy, John. It's the finals. You're fired up. You've been thinking about this maybe a couple extra days, so it's playing out in the form of turnovers, travels, that type of play.
Right, I'm sure this excitement is really built up inside both teams here. So maybe a bit of nerves to start off the game, but I'm sure both teams will sharpen up as this game goes on.
And we saw a nice move right there by DuPont, number 30 for the Titans. Cats against the press, accelerated but still under control. A nice look to the cutting Dotson. Lefty that he is, gets it high off the glass. Cats lead by 5. BT pushing quickly. Bonight will settle, defended by Longacre. Good ball handling skills. Clyde likes it, but he didn't go anywhere. Out to the wing. See number 12, Hamilton. They will reverse it around. High screen by DuPont. Frees up Bonight. Shot is off. It's a 3-on-1. Nice passing by the Cats with Edler missing the right-handed layup. And jump ball. Possession will go to Blessed Trinity.
You know, you hate to see Westminster not be able to come away with points there, but some encouraging early offense from Westminster, able to push the ball down the court and get an open look at the basket.
That is a good sign that you see that 3-on-1 break. Cats hoping that will continue to develop throughout the evening.
And good passing there as well, which is always good to see. We couldn't come up with a finish, but I'm sure next time down the court, the Cats will get that finish.
And there's another steal. We see Dotson. He had the right side open, but the lefty gave it up to Longacre. No good on the layup, but the Zwerner offensive rebound follow. Good. 9-2, Cats up. 3 to go in the first quarter.
Westminster's really exploiting a bit of a size advantage inside with a bunch of offensive rebounds, points in the paint. They're really taking advantage of that.
And lots of good movement. That's an offensive rebound by DuPont. He has the only 2 so far tonight for the Titans. He'll go to the line for 2. That's the second team foul on Westminster. The Cats coached by Pete Davenport, the legend, historic around here. He's been over the 20-year mark coaching the 7th grade hoops. He's seen many, many great players come through. DuPont's second shot rims out. He hit that first one, making it a 6-point game. Longacre with the push. He'll settle as the Cats get set. Nice little high post offense there. The free throw with Dotson looking to distribute. Edler to Dotson, the lefty swooper off the glass. Second one of those for him. Bo Knight stopped by Longacre. They'll get their ball movement going, trying to feed DuPont inside, but Adele doing a good job denying position. Too easy that time as Bo Knight drives, slices, shall we say, right down the middle. Cats break pressure easily. It's a 3-on-1 again. Longacre all the way. Left side, right hand. Scoop, spin, buckets. Crowd loving it, but now we'll slow things down as there's a reach. Third team foul on the Cats. I believe this one will be on Longacre as he reached in on a driving Bo Knight.
No, we might look to see Blessed Trinity address the problem inside. I believe 10 of Westminster's 13 points have come from inside, and this is something the coach might have to address. Speaking of addressing problems, Westminster's going to have to address number 5.
Absolutely right. He's got the last 5 there, making it 13-8. A nice 3 by Bo Knight. Adele, open lane, takes it hard, comes up short. But the battle continues inside. Werner gets a finger on it, DuPont, and transition time. We've got an open Hamilton over on the right side just off your screen. You see number 3, Luke Frankie in there. A distributor for the Titans. He knows to give it, as you were saying. Big number 5 looking to launch again off the rim. Tipped by Adele. The hustle by DuPont. Trying hard. Could have let that one go, John.
Yes, he could have. But we love to see it here at Westminster's home floor. It's going to be Cats ball going the other way.
42 seconds remaining first quarter into the game for the Cats. 33, Cope Smith. And right there with the ball, 23, Taji Flynn, who turns it over quickly. Bo Knight misses his layup, and Taji makes up for the mistake. Adele. It's a 2-on-2, and transition happens. Short off the front of the rim. Everything a little short so far for Adele. Timeout, Blessed Trinity. 23 seconds, and the coach called an early one, Andrew, trying to stem that initial Wildcat burst. What does he want now? Well,
I think perhaps he might want, to drop a play before the end of the quarter, get some momentum going into the second quarter. They've scored They've scored points in bunches, sort of, with 5 points really coming in about a minute. So we'll see if Blessed Trinity tries to gain some more momentum here with a late score.
And here it comes, 13-8, 23 seconds. Quick look at the lineup. Michael Mitchell with the ball on the inbound. The Cats pressing full. That's 0 right there. Wyatt Stevenson, who came in for this purpose alone. And Bo Knight gets to the rim. Everybody likes left side, right hand. Stevenson reverses it. Full pressure in the 2-2-1 by the Titans, down to 6 seconds. Adele aware of the clock and blocked out of bounds with .6.
Just enough time here to hoist up a shot.
There's Taji Flynn, who just stepped in. He'll be the one inbounding the ball for the Cats. A little cross screen by Adele. He should be open underneath. Quick release by Longacre. Yes, wow. It is good.
You love to see that from Jason Longacre, number 5. And the crowd loves it too, as you can see on your screen. Crowds of all ages there loving this. Cats lead in the first quarter.
And your announcer, John Abernathy, loving this too. You got to give the Cats credit there on the .6 remaining. Andrew ran a great play underneath, a little cross screen by Adele, so everybody dives in, trying to condense there and pack in under the basket. Wide open Longacre, and he's a threat.
That's right. He's been hoisting the shots all night. He had a great move inside earlier, and he adds to his own box score there with a nice 3.
He's got 7 so far of the Cats' 16. The other big score for Westminster is Dodson, the lefty.
And he's checked back into the game here.
So the lineup for the Cats, starter Edler back in number 1, 23 Taji Flynn. We talked about 35 Dodson. Over on the left is 31 Alexander Zwerner and Cope Smith. There's Zwerner with a shot. Doesn't hit much. Hustle by Flynn is corralled by number 1 Frankie Progolo for the Titans. There's Progolo himself from the elbow. Got it! Where's this guy been? Dotson, the lefty, pushing, and they'll control him. Progolo says, my ball. He's fired up, but it got tipped out of bounds from the back. Andrew Dodson on that recovery there.
Good play to prevent the fast break score there by Westminster. Maybe halt this momentum a little bit.
Nice little back tip.
And you love to see him do it without fouling, too.
Mitchler on the inbound. Took a little extra step there. He found DuPont. DuPont inside. Swatted, packed. I'm excited. Zwerner, the ref, not so much. He's calling a foul. 4th team foul on the Cats. That's DuPont going to the line. He went 1 for 2 on the last trip. Started off the Blessed Trinity scoring the first bucket, so that's 3, now 4 for him. He'll get a second as Adele and Longacre, the 3-ball master, checks back in.
And he'll sink them both here.
2 good-looking shots there by DuPont, 3 for 4 from the line, and it's a 2-point game. Dotson at that free throw line. Edler, he opened the game with a 3, and he opens the quarter with a 3 here this second time around. That's a big one as the momentum was starting to shift. Bonite over to our friend Progolo. Lots of movement around the outside. We got Mitchler and DuPont inside. That's Mitchler trying to make a move on Adele. Nothing doing. Longacre. Travel is called. He had some pressure coming from Bonite there, and knee bobbled and knee shuffled, right?
Questionable call. You could have called one on Blessed Trinity earlier in the possession too. So,
as we like to say, the referee is much closer to the play than us down here. Deep 3, Bonite. Tip tap and out. Here comes Longacre. That's a good-looking pass by Longacre.
Just
out of reach.
Do we blame it on Longacre putting a lot of zip on that pass or a slow-moving Adele down the middle? Don't have to answer. Number 12 from BT right there. That's Hamilton. A strong move. Closing up the shoulder, finding the angle, finishing. Longacre 3. Rims out. Big rebound, Mitchler. Progolo, he's got a man ahead. Hamilton's there. They'll slow it up. Over the top, you gotta throw bounce passes. Longacre's got the space. Progolo closing the left hand, no good. The rebound and follow by Zwerner. Those little rebound putbacks, John, big part of the Cats' offense so far right now.
Right, they have been. We've got some big guys down low, and when they can collect the ball, get an offensive rebound, and get a putback, that's another big momentum swing for the Cats. Important for them to continue crashing the boards. Hamilton in the corner. Drive by DuPont, challenged by Adele. DuPont got his own rebound and follow. It will be 15 foul on the Cats. Second, I believe, on Adele. We do not have those stats in front of us, so we'll be guessing on some of these.
DuPont at the line. He is 3 for 4 so far. Make that 4 for 5.
Looking good, creating some offense for himself. Subs for the Titans coming in right now. You see him coming onto your screen. Number 15 on the far side, Reagan Rogers. Mitchler back in. Second one no good. Longacre strong and confident with the basketball. That little high post action. Edler getting in the paint. Doesn't rattle in. Ball still loose. Everybody fighting. DuPont right through Rogers' legs. Soccer season has started. A little nutmeg action here. That's a lot of dribbles. You hear the crowd, whoa, whoa, but it's all settled down. Double stack at the elbows. Bonite off to the right. Good D by Edler. Nice little dump off. Here's DuPont showing off his lateral movement. A lot of time hanging out in the paint here. Bonite deep. Got it. 3. 1 point game.
So far, Bonite been a bit of a dead eye from deep. Westminster cannot afford to leave him open.
And we're back to those ill-advised passes on both ends. Lots of bobbles, struggling to grab. Edler's got the lane. Mitchler's back, one-on-one. The floater, no good. That offensive rebound by Zwerner, unable to finish. Frenetic pace.
BT did a better job there of getting back on fast break defense. We've seen Zwerner with a lot of those putback scores. Not able to get one there.
Big block by Longacre there to the fast break to Edler, and again it's just off.
The coach in me screams, make a layup! Make a layup!
Another miss.
Frenetic may not describe this. Oh, that looks like a good block. But guess what? You swing, the odds of a foul being called are 92%. Will Benson, he's had some incredible blocks this year and some slams and some dunks. But there you see Dodson, who hustled back, a lefty that he is, was able to get good angle, and that looked like all ball. Doesn't matter. That's Bonite at the line. His free throw ties the game, 21-21. But Andrew, a tight, close game in the championship. That's what you want.
Can't ask for anything more. Christmas came late.
Second free throw could be the first lead for BT. They wave it off. Lane violation on 12, Hamilton. And Tyler Gillikin's texting right now. He's probably tweeting about the exciting 7th grade action right now.
I don't know what else he could be doing, Mr. Searle. This game is electric.
On fire, electric, frenetic. Continue with the adjectives. That was Pete Davenport up close for everybody in the huddle with the Wildcats. Looking to stem the tide here that the Titans have thrown on the Cats. But partially brought on by our own mistakes, guys. Lots of fast passes over the top, what we call garbage balloon passes that are easily picked off.
And a lot of steals turning into fast breaks with just missed layups. The pace of this game has been really quick for a while now.
No subs for the Cats. BT in a 2-3 zone. Good Baldman outside. Zwerner thought he had a lane, nothing there. The Longacre 3, front of the rim. Tip drill for Adele doesn't work out. Cats battling. Get on the ground. Loose ball and BT. Basketball according to the official on the end line. And it looks like Mr. Fritz not agreeing with the call there in his blue sweatshirt. Cats matched up, staying in their man-to-man defense. Longacre tight on Bonite to the right of your screen. Taking their time, maybe waiting for a last shot here as the half is coming to a close in 50 seconds. No pressure by Westminster. This is what we like to call boring basketball.
Right, Bonite's just holding it here, waiting for that clock to run down.
And Westminster seemingly content to give BT a last-second shot.
Well, after the way BT has been producing points in the last 3.5 minutes, maybe a good call. There's that double stack that becomes double ball screens. Good pressure by Longacre, and he called the 5 seconds.
Wow.
Great job, and this could have happened 45 seconds ago if you come out and pressure potentially. So well done by the Westminster defense. 21 plus seconds remaining in the half.
Plenty of time for a shot.
And at the pace they've been playing, maybe even more. Longacre, there's that post feed. Dodson expecting Adele to be opposite. It's a good idea to catch middle, look opposite. Adele did not have position. Probably should have kicked it back out. Just under 13 seconds. Mitchell to the bench, and DuPont, the free throw shooting king, back in. Also out for BT, Shane Nealis, number 14, who had just gotten a few seconds of play there. Crowd counting it off. And Bonite bit. Still time on the clock. That would be good if it goes by Rogers, but nothing there. It is halftime. 7th grade Rotary League Championship game. Westminster 21, Blessed Trinity 21. This is one of the largest crowds for a 7th grade game in many years. Great to host this championship game. Guys, quick recap of this frenetic first half.
Westminster jumping out to an early lead, and then BT was able to fight and claw their way back into it, aided by a couple Westminster turnovers, long, ill-advised passes that maybe Westminster can sharpen up on.
Very good points right there. Westminster gaining that lead early on because of movement off the ball, nice flashes, showing and make themselves available in the paint, especially Dodson. And then the long distance range by Longacre and Edler. But BT came back. What did they do to make that happen, John?
Well, through the play of Bonite and Prugolo, they had some shots from outside, as well as the play from DuPont, who had a couple of big free throws there for Blessed Trinity. So through threes and free throws, BT clawed their way back into this game. And it's tied up at halftime, and it's a good one, Mr. Searle.
It sure is. And what do the Cats need to do to get that lead back, Andrew, for that second half and championship trophy?
Well, I would just say, watching the way Westminster played in this half, there were a lot of passes that just missed. Westminster just wasn't able to capitalize on the opportunity. If maybe Coach Davenport can get in the locker room and tell them that they just need to sharpen up a little bit. I just think that's all they need. They played really well. Just a couple of ill-advised turnovers that they could work on.
John?
And I love that they're getting the ball into the free throw line and opening up the three-point for players like Longacre and Edler, who are some sharp shooters from deep. So I believe that they can keep doing that in the second half, maybe tighten up some of those passes. I feel like the Cats can pull it out here.
Absolutely right. So settle yourself down on the offensive end. Move that ball with some sharper passes. That'll be good for the Cats. And on the defensive end, the Cats need to keep that ball out of the middle. Those free throws you referred to that DuPont was getting, he went 4 for 6 in that first half, all came off of either good post feeds because he had good position, we were playing behind him, or offensive rebounds. So take away that inside position, box out well on the defensive end, and the Cats will be in a good spot. Let's move on to Varsity World. The Cats will play at home this Friday against Douglas, and it is lower school spirit night. Either of you here in lower school, or are you middle school arrivals for Westminster?
Well, I came in 6th grade, so I don't have too much to offer on the lower school, but I know it'll be a great game, and all spirit nights are exciting no matter the age, so that's exciting.
I couldn't agree more, John. Can't wait. Might be, it'd be hard to top this crowd, but you would think maybe we'd get a couple more out here.
Well, it is a madhouse. That crowd times 4. They will pack the place. There'll be kids running around. Maybe 4 of them will be watching the game. The rest will be maniacs running around, but the atmosphere will be
electric.
Absolutely
Hold on.
right.
Frenetic.
I might need to get out my dictionary.
There we go. We got to come up with some new ones there. Make sure you turn into WCAT 5:30 this Friday. We will bring you all the action. You will have some lower school correspondents involved in that broadcast, and Varsity girls play the first game 6 p.m. Varsity boys will tip off against Douglas, region rival, at 7:30. Varsity boys having a strong season so far, 17-2 up to this point, and looking to really finish out the region season strong and make it to state for the first time in a couple years.
Also undefeated since the Westminster football players joined the team. Their 2 losses occurred before they got all the state championship winning football players. So Cats really got something going here with the Varsity boys basketball team for the first time in a long time.
There you go, and they won the Christmas Holiday Classic over the days just past Christmas time, and that was the first time in 3 years that they picked up that trophy. And that momentum's carried on into the season. The rest of the region schedule, as we've been referencing. A couple weeks out will be the region championships, and that'll be a key place to secure a spot in state. Last year on the cross, Cats lost to North Clayton and were unable to advance to the GHSA AAA state championships. Looking pretty good this year.
Yes, they are.
We're going to take a quick break. There's 3.5 minutes left in halftime, and we will rejoin you for second half action momentarily. Welcome back to Turner Gymnasium and the 7th grade boys basketball championship game, the closing event of the Rotary League. A long season culminates tonight. Blessed Trinity versus Westminster, all tied up at the half, 21-21. I'm Daniel Sir along with John Abernathy and Brendan Dolan. We'll be bringing you all the action here. On for the Cats in white, Jason Longacre. Number 1, Alex Edler guarding the ball. Adele, 45 inside. Big presence right there. 31, Alexander Zwerner with the rebound. And 35, Andrew Dotson. There goes Longacre, swooping and streaking and missing. Outside to Adele, the 3. Not necessarily his strong point, but he had a good look. BT pushing. 3-on-3. The pass to Rogers on the wing, no good. Mitchell gets swatted by Adele. It will be BT basketball underneath. And a fast start, John, just like the first half finished up, the second half starts.
Picking up right where they left off from the first half. Just a quick pace, quick basketball as BT fires up another 3.
It's Roger tracking down the rebound, getting it off the glass, no good. Adele trying to find a white jersey, but tosses it out towards half court. Good choice. If you can't find a teammate, find somebody else along the way there that won't be wearing green. Bo Knight distributing up top. You've got Rogers curling and a big Mitchler and DuPont exchange inside. There it is right there, Mitchell to DuPont, the little right hook. DuPont gets his own rebound and put back. John, we talked about that issue in the first half. That was where BT made their comeback with inside presence.
Offensive rebounds can really kill the Cats, or any team, really. If you can't box out and collect that defensive rebound, there's a pretty good chance they're going to get another good shot put up close near the basket. And for DuPont, even if he gets a hand in his face, if he gets fouled, he's going to the line and he can make some free throws.
Poor pass by Longacre on the inbounds leads to Bo Knights taken off and finishing at the other end. BT up 4 quickly in this second half.
It's a quick turnaround there for BT. They've been down this whole game, I think, and there they turn it around.
Longacre getting to the bucket there. He is fouled by DuPont. Second team foul on the Titans this half. Longacre to the line for 2. Longacre had 7 big points in the first half, including a 3 at the end of the first quarter. Knocks down the first free throw. First points for the Cats this half. 3-point differential, 4:05 to go. Longacre back of the rim, rebounds Mitchler and DuPont. Long passes continuing to occur. Hamilton hard to the basket. Edler with the swipe out of bounds on Hamilton. Westminster basketball. There's Hamilton, number 12 in green. He had a good move in the first half where he closed up the shoulders and finished, but good D that time by Edler, John.
Right, he tried to attack the basket there, but Edler kept his composure, got in a good swat, and came up with the Cats' ball.
BT, Brendan coming out in a 2-1-2 half-court press, throwing the Cats a little bit off their game here.
I know, it seems to be working well so far. They've held the Cats 1 point in the second half.
And then back into a 3-2. Longacre's drive. Backed out of bounds by number 30, DuPont. Westminster basketball underneath. Last time, bad pass led to turnover in transition. Let's see where Longacre puts it this time. Nothing easy, but they keep possession. Longacre stepped in, 3-ball, good!
What a shot.
Jason Longacre with another 3. He's got all the Cats' points this half and ties it up. 3:20 to go, third quarter. Championship game. Rogers, who didn't play the first quarter, very active since. Look at Mitchler showing some range.
Man, these 7th graders have some great shots.
Ball moving to Zwerner at the free throw. Edler. Nice drive there off of DuPont. Bobbled off of BT. Westminster retains possession and will be inbounding underneath.
Good dribble drive there by the Cats.
Slow closeout by DuPont, and Zwerner able to go around him, create a little action there. Box set for the Cats. Pete Davenport calling the play from the sideline. Cross screen. That's the feed to Adele. Did not go up to finish there, even though he's got smaller Shane Nealis. Rogers, loose ball. Bo Knight, good job controlling, corralling, and feeding forward. 3-on-2 for the green. Big take by DuPont. How about DuPont? Ryan has stepped it up. He is getting it done on both ends of the floor, but especially on the offensive end.
BT goes back up by 4.
BT in that zone. Zwerner looking for some space on the baseline. Longacre 3. No.
Oh.
So close. He just knocked one down before. This will be an over-the-back call on 45. Adele. First team foul on the Cats this half. Here comes Bonite. Double stack low. There would be a moving screen called, I believe, on Mitchler. Third team foul this quarter on Blessed Trinity. Westminster basketball. Edler bringing it up. 2-3 zone by the Titans. Wing to inside to Adele. No dribble. Quick finish. Left hand. That's simple and easy basketball right there. Dodson, I believe, was the one who finished that one. Edler reaching back, snatching the ball, trying to hold on. Everybody's diving into the pile. And it is, I believe, 14 Nalis is down there. And a timeout called. They will go with the jump ball. Jump ball, no timeout, no possession. Westminster basketball and a change of possession. Subs for Blessed Trinity. Hamilton in, giving Ryan DuPont a blow. DuPont, who's been very active.
And if you're the Cats, you might want to attack down low now with DuPont out of the game. He's been their big presence down low. So with big bodies like Dotson and Adele, you might be your time to attack, as Adele does right there.
Thanks, Coach Abernathy. Good call. Adele had a smaller man matched up on him. Nalis there on the far side, and he gets the bucket from the baseline that ties it up. 1:13 remaining in this third quarter. Championship basketball, Brendan Dolan.
Shaping up to be a good finish here.
Good D underneath by the Cats. BT, long toss out top. Longacre, Garden, Bonite. These two have been going at it all night. Double stack high, ball screen. Been running that one. Had an angle at the hoop, but did not turn. Rogers likes his dribble. Longacre jumps. There goes Bonite all the way to the basket. The scoop, the spin, the bucket. We've seen him do that on both sides already a couple times this game.
And that's an impressive move to the basket there by Bonite, dribbling through multiple Wildcat defenders and putting up pretty much a circus shot for the layup.
And doing all of that in traffic, as you said, John. Another turnover for the Cats. 30 seconds left, third quarter. Westminster down 2. Man-to-man D. Zwerner putting a little pressure. Come on, Edler, come on out. A lot of sitting back here, or maybe you can get the 5 count and create a little bit more decisions for BT.
Big block, and the crowd loves it, as you can see on your screen.
And that is a double block, if you will. You had Adele on one side and Longacre reaching from the other side. But Blessed Trinity basketball with 11 seconds remaining in the quarter. Into the game for the first time tonight for the Cats is 21, Nick O'Reilly.
Along with Coke Smith, number 33.
There's Longacre. He's got 7 seconds. He's got time. He's got Adele ahead of him. Cuts back to the middle. Finds Smith. The deep three, no good. Good look. That's good job there, putting some pressure on the defensive end and creating offense out of that. Smith can hit those.
Blessed Trinity up by 2 coming into the fourth quarter. This is shaping up to be a good one.
It is already, that's for sure. Coach Pete Davenport giving final instructions going into the fourth quarter. Got Andrew Lingle returning to the mic.
Yes, sir. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you. And as Brendan was just saying, an exciting matchup so far in this 7th grade championship game. We've seen the crowd right there behind the Westminster bench. Varsity basketball players, boys and girls. Maya Longacre, a junior on the girls team. Her brother Jason is the one getting it done on the court for the Cats. Coach Trey Malloy, the director of the whole basketball program on the boys' side, also here, checking it out, watching what's going on.
Looks like we also got the middle school principal up there, Danette Morton.
It's a good eye right there, Mr. Dolan. So all the dignitaries are out tonight watching some hoops, and it's been good hoops. A little bit more pressure that time. Ball screen by DuPont. Hands up. Lots of active defense. Talked about the pressure, Andrew, when you weren't here. Cats need to come out and put a little bit more tension there on the ball. See what they can develop from the defensive end.
A little bit, maybe try and create some more turnovers. You know, Educated Dell's been getting it done with a lot of blocks and rejections, but, you know, those go out of bounds often. So let's see if the Cats can maintain possession when they force BT to turn it over.
Mitchell to DuPont, and there he is again with a short J. Full court press by BT after made basket. Longacre goes through 4. It's a 4-on-1. And they end up with a shot from the outside that doesn't drop. Good rebound by Smith, unable to finish. But that is a layup finish situation. You've got a 4-on-1 get to the basket. Hamilton, a little bit of a push off, and he got
what a block by Cope Smith there.
Cats pushing. 4-point game, 5 minutes to go. Championship on the line. This is a BT team that started slow. They were 3-4 in league play and then got hot.
Ooh.
Beat the favorite Wesleyan team in the semifinals, and here they are, leading by 4 with the ball in the championship itself. There's Bonite again, orchestrating without much pressure. Nick O'Reilly did get out on Hamilton, digging and recovering. Hamilton, does he have a J? Didn't hit that one. We've seen him attack hard. Look up. Edler was there. They'll settle. All right, 2-3 zone for the Titans. Nice feed to the free throw. A lot of people around there. When you dribble, they dive. Adele out wide. Drive by Edler, the floater. We saw him attempt a little Tony Parker one in the first half. It didn't drop. That one went, and right when the Cats needed it.
Edler doing a great job there driving in the 2-3 zone. Normally it's pretty tough to drive because when you drive, they collapse around you, but a great job getting that shot off and getting it to go.
And it came after some ball movement side to side that shifted the zone, so he had a little bit of an opening. Longacre in the 3-on-2, right down the middle, all the way to the rim, the whistle and the bucket! Excellent push by the Cats. That's the way to run a fast break. 3-on-2, Longacre down the middle, holding on tight to the ball, and one.
And no better way to get the crowd back into this game and one.
And this free throw here could give the lead back to Westminster.
Longacre now in double digits. He's been there for about 4 points already. 3:39 remaining. Last trip to the line was 1 for 2. That one was a bucket early and beautiful. Cats up 1. 3:30 to go in this championship matchup.
Here's Bonite with some space yet again.
Little double stack low, frees up Rogers on one side and Frankie Progolo, number 1, on the other. To the post, the turnaround by DuPont. Good strong D by Zwerner and the rebound by Smith. Here's Zwerner, deep 3. This could be big off the rim. DuPont with the rebound. Quick shot that time. He did have the look. He does have the range. Rogers into Dotson. Good body control and a little scoop off it.
Westminster, good defense. Well, maybe not great defense, but it was okay, but a good shot there by Reagan Rogers.
Solid defense there, but like you said, a good body control position there and finish by Rogers. Titans up 1. Zwerner going into traffic, able to kick it out, but a foul on the floor. 4th team foul of the half on the Titans. Not into the bonus yet.
Zwerner may have just learned how hard it is to drive on the 2-3 zone. Getting surrounded and lucky to get the foul call there because that would have been tough to get out of.
Coach Lingle, we're going to hold you to that and see if he doesn't drive back in there. Dotson with the inbound underneath. There's that cross screen. Adele posting up strong. Watch the man stepping in. Dotson 35. Off the foot. He's at the shot clock. Wait, that's not till college. Now it's Longacre on the inbound. Diagonal up screen, and there's Adele a half second late on that pass. Cats are lucky. DuPont unable to grab it.
BT looked like they were almost baiting Westminster to pass that ball, making it look like there was open space, ready to collapse around them.
Longacre, now it's a stack for the Cats. Adele right down the middle. They'll go high up top. 2:30 remaining, 1 point game. A trophy on the line. There he goes. Does he finish? No. A lot of traffic right there for Zwerner. Bonite pushing. He's got Rogers ahead over his head. Nice spin and take. And that is a foul on 35 Dotson. We had a discussion first half where he got one clean and got called for a foul. How about this one?
He may not have fouled on the actual block itself, but I think the foul came a little earlier. And this may have happened in the first half too, where he doesn't foul when he's blocking the ball, but maybe a little earlier.
And he did follow through on that one, probably get some context. A good call by the officials. That will be 2 free throws for Blessed Trinity when we come back from the timeout. A nice look of Turner Gym. We've talked about the people in the stands. We've got the Joe Egan kid back there. Why does the name Joe Egan matter to us, guys?
He had quite a game in the state game, and really just, personally, I think he won the game for us. Had some great plays there at the end, and great to see him out here supporting the middle school team.
Exactly. Joe Egan, the football state championship team, was able to create a little loose ball situation that he jumped on and closed out the deal as Westminster sealed an incredible comeback against Blessed Trinity. And a couple weeks back, the Cats traveled up to Roswell at the varsity level. Boys and girls picked up the wins. 7th grade hoping to do the same. 2:11 remaining. Rogers at the line shooting 2. His first trip tonight. First one, good. Rogers, nice form, nice release. We saw him with a drive and some body control and a nice little, good-looking shot here. Second one rims out. 2 whites chasing it down, but it's Rogers to control. Hamilton pivots, releases. Titans
Here you see Longacre coming out to Bonite and putting a little pressure on him.
There it is. Good call, Dolan. Cats are going to have to pressure. It's a long time to the finish with just under 2 minutes, 2-point game. The battle with Mitchler, 35 and 31 Alexander Zwerner. Keep an eye on them. DuPont a little out of control. Shots too hard. Edler pushing. Minute 30. Varsity basketball team standing in the bleachers back there. Zwerner swings. Big 3. Longacre. Yes! Cats lead. 1:20 remaining.
What a clutch shot there by Longacre.
Produced points all night and continues to follow through.
And the pressure by Dotson. It rolls out of bounds off BT. Westminster basketball.
What a quick turn of events there. The crowd's going crazy in here.
Edler. Cats up 1 minute. Going to a little 4 corners action. The Titans are going to have to come out. They will not be able, the Cats will not be able to hold on to the basketball this long without attacking. Coach Pete Davenport ready to call a timeout if needed. There's pressure and a foul. That's the 16th foul on Blessed Trinity. Next one will be a 1-on-1 situation for the Cats. Tight stack right in front of the scorers table. Ball is in and a quick foul. Bowright on Longacre. Longacre is 2 for 3 from the line tonight. He hit the and one that brought the Cats back into things after a beautiful full court drive off of the nice pressure.
See if he can get a couple free throws here and put the game even further out of reach for Blessed Trinity.
Andrew, the key to winning these close games?
Free throws.
Making those free throws, yes sir, and Longacre knows that. He knocks down the first one. Timeout, Blessed Trinity. This is a situation now where you play off a make or a miss, but Blessed Trinity has to do what? Move the ball quickly down the floor, try to score, and then?
Foul. They got a foul. And this is a time where you want your best free throw shooters in the game. Maybe you keep in the defensive starters here and then call a timeout if Blessed Trinity manages to score to sub in those free throw shooters. Because at this point, I think it's a 1-and-1. So, that first free throw is crucial.
So a lot of time with 50 seconds, but you still have to move fast as you are transitioning up the floor if you're Blessed Trinity. For Westminster, the keys. First, make this free throw. You'd be up 3. Then you've got to keep the offense in front of you. If you reach, if you jab and stab, they're passed, and now we're at a disadvantage. Coach Davenport talking to them about that right now. You see the 5 that were in will remain in. That's Edler, Zwerner, who will be going back to the line, Dodson, and Adele. In for Blessed Trinity, it's Rogers. Also 35, Mitchler, 30, DuPont, 12, Hamilton, and checking into the game number 3, Luke Frankie.
And here comes Bo Knight ready to sub in, as you can see at the table.
On a make. He misses that. Good rebound by Mitchler. And timeout, Blessed Trinity.
And that missed free throw there will keep the game within 2, well within reach for Blessed Trinity.
And lots of time on the clock here. So, Coach Davenport, what we just covered. Keep them in front of you, not like Zwerner was just doing and kind of chasing a little bit. You're in charge. And then when they do get the shot off.
Box out, got to box out. And there's a bit of strategy here for Blessed Trinity. Whether you want to try and hold for the last shot, or if you want to go ahead and score right now, you probably want to go ahead and score right now, not risking the chance of that missed last shot.
And for Westminster, they got to watch out for that 3 ball and be careful there.
Wondering if BT would go with that route. We've got maybe one good shooter out there in Rogers. Bo Knight, who could also knock it down. Clock starts when he picks it up. Good pressure by Longacre, but now he's beat. Bo Wright to Rogers. He had the look from 3. Down to 40 seconds. It's Bo Wright and Longacre. There's that move to the basket and a finish. 35 seconds, tie ball game.
No timeout here for Coach Davenport. Trust the players on the court, know what to do.
I say keep it with Longacre here. He's had a heck of a night.
Blessed Trinity in their 2-3 zone. It's Longacre up top, 20 seconds, no pressure, meaning they're not pressuring defensively, but lots of pressure to win the championship. It's Edler and Longacre playing a little catch there, back and forth. Dotson, 8 seconds, you gotta go now. 5 seconds, somebody's gonna launch a bad 3. And it's Dotson with the floater leaner 3, and it is overtime action. So the Cats had the ball, had about 30 seconds, had an opportunity there, maybe waited a little too long, Andrew.
Yeah, and you could see Longacre calling for the ball as Dotson had it out on the perimeter. Maybe a lapse there by Dotson. Longacre's had a heck of a night. It would be tough to not give him the ball there, but got a fairly solid look inside, and he is a lefty, so that was a strong hand. But that's a tough shot to make with this situation around him.
Good point, although he did make a couple of those to get the game started. He had some great movement off the ball in the paint, and we know he can finish those.
That's
so
true.
Good look from Dotson. We can also have the argument of fine Longacre, who's been hot in this second half.
BT also had Longacre tightly covered, so I think Dotson might have made the right call there to take the shot at the end.
Hard, though. 7th grade basketball, it's all part of the learning process, understanding when to go, when not to go. And they probably waited a little bit too long there. With about 3.5 seconds, they started the offensive approach.
We have 3 minutes here in the overtime period. Adele will tip off with number 30, DuPont.
These two have been battling all night. So 3-minute OT, 38-38, 7th grade boys basketball championship game decided down the wire. And the discussion you see happening is the players need to switch sides. So Adele will jump on our left, DuPont on the right. You do not switch halves for overtime. So the Wildcats will continue to go left to right on your screen. Blessed Trinity right to left. Adele and DuPont. DuPont gets a hand on it first, and Bo Knight, attacking. There's DuPont. That's his spot. That's his move. Doesn't finish it. And Zwerner pushing. Edler He's got a little space, but Progolo slows him up. Adele with the skip pass. Longacre and Zwerner. The zone, but this one is outside. Longacre, front of the rim. Adele tracks it down. He's got an open look, but over the top. Difficult. Adele gets his own rebound, hits every part of the rim. Knocked out by Longacre.
Westminster getting a couple open looks early, but not able to capitalize on the opportunity.
Timeout. And it looks like this one is called by Westminster and Coach Pete Davenport looking to get the final details in. It is 2:24 remaining right now for the overtime period. Cats getting looks, but not finishing. How do they change that?
Well, I think they got to take advantage of this 2-3 zone here and work around that. Blessed Trinity sticking with what's working on defense, and I think Westminster's got to find a way around that to win this game.
And ball coming in, the way they've adjusted is it's going to be a full court press with Zwerner floating, looking to pick it off, and they're going to call a hold inside, probably on Zwerner. Yes, sir, 31 white. Only the third team foul this half, including overtime, for the Cats. Ball comes in, it's Progolo, double teamed, nice release to DuPont. He did get a hand under that. There goes DuPont challenging Adele, and they're going to call the foul from the half. And you can hear the tone of my voice. Questionable. But again, we're up on the balcony. They're down low.
Well, but the referee wasn't much closer than we were. He was awfully far away from the ball calling that one. And
Pete Davenport did not like that one there. He called a timeout here to talk to the team before they get back into the game and possibly coming out to talk to the refs.
He actually wanted to talk to the refs, not the team. But I did get nervous for a second because the ref over there was motioning the symbol of a T because Davenport had called timeout. I thought they'd teed him up over there. So you see Davenport having a conversation with the refs, explaining how he feels about the decision that was just made. It is still a tie ball game. There's 2 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in this overtime period. And we excuse us for the different sounds that are happening here as we're making a few adjustments to our headsets. And on the line is DuPont. First one looks good and drops. 5 for 7 from the line in this game. Foul was just called as he drove and challenged Adele. Adele was straight up. DuPont knocks them both down. 6 for 8 from the line. Almost at the 20-point mark in this game. Edler. Cats moving the ball around the outside versus
Longacre.
the 2-3 zone. There's Longacre's three. In and out. So close.
Had a great look there.
The full court pressure. Mitchler finds Progolo. Bobbled around. He's triple teamed. The reach in and a timeout by Blessed Trinity. I'm not keeping track of the timeouts, but this has to be their last one. So timeout BT to maintain possession. 2-point game tightens up. 1:47 remaining. Coach Davenport calmly instructing the crew. They've been fired up. They've been running back and forth, creating opportunities, but unable to finish these last couple minutes with some Longacre threes that just didn't drop. But good full court pressure, Andrew, by the Cats.
Westminster's doing a great job of forcing BT to execute really sharply. And, this overtime's not over. They still could create a bunch of turnovers with this full court press.
And look for it right now. So we'll see if the stack play for BT frees up Bo Knight. There he is with Longacre hanging on him. Nice reach. Not that much contact.
Oh.
That was a lot of steps. Adele pulls it down. Look up. There's Longacre. Tracked down by Hamilton. Longacre finishes. It's a tie game. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining.
What a finish there by Longacre. He is having a heck of a game, really pulling through for the Cats.
And that pressure making a difference. Official yapping at Longacre to keep his hands off Loose ball, Adele tracks it down. And it's Edler pushing hard. He heads Werner ahead. Edler says, I'm going. Packed by Rogers. Maybe a little quick on that one. It's Hamilton against Longacre. He'll slow it up. Nice feed inside DuPont. And he got Adele in the air.
Definitely got him on that one. Weren't sure about the last call on Adele, but that one definitely got him there.
But it's on the floor, and it's only the 15th foul on the Cats. 4th on Adele. Inbounds play for the Titans. There's DuPont. Picks up his dribble. Loose ball. Nobody sees it. Hamilton tracks it down. Tie game. 45 seconds. Bo Knight looking to the coach for instructions. We believe no timeouts left. Coach Davenport asking for some pressure by Dodson. Dodson getting around the Rogers screen. Yes, we're fired up. It's 30 seconds. Loose ball, Dodson. He can't dribble. And Rogers giving him a release.
If you're the Cats here, you want to do your best not to let BT get the last shot off.
And if they do, no offensive rebound. Dodson on Bo Knight. That's been the switch defensively. Longacre now on Hamilton. They switch back. And again. And there's a timeout called, and he does have one left. That's why John Griffith down there at the scorer's table. And we're up here chatting away and not taking notes. So we'll guess again, probably last time out for Blessed Trinity Titans. But let's set this game for you. 10.8 seconds remaining in overtime. 40-40. It is Blessed Trinity basketball, and it should be right in front of their bench. BT, who do you go to?
I think Bo Knight and Bo Knight to DuPont has been a great. They've had some great chemistry and
good combination inside right there for DuPont, right? And how about the Cats? What do they have to do to make sure to probably hold off BT? Maybe get a steal and a push, but more like hold your ground and protect your house.
I believe the next foul would put BT in the bonus. No?
5 team fouls right now on the Cats, so they have a foul to give, and that's a great point to make. So about 4 to 5 seconds in, you give that foul. And now they're down with no timeout and less time to execute. All right, so let's see. Coach Davenport calling a timeout. What do we talk about this time? We've got it figured out. The Cats will let 4 to 5 seconds go off the clock and give a foul. BT will then have less time and have to execute without a timeout being called. So we've got that covered.
BT's got to worry about getting the ball inbounded with no timeouts. You know, that 5 seconds could be of harm to them. Maybe that's what Coach Davenport's talking about right now. Make sure they don't get this ball inbounded. And
they've done a good job, the Cats have, on the full court press, creating a couple of turnovers. A quick little plug, make sure you are following WCAT on Twitter, at Westminster WCAT, for updates and fun. Ball goes in, Adele gets a hand on it, it's a steal.
What a play there by
And there
Adele.
is a timeout called by Pete Davenport, 8.1 seconds. The ball will be coming full court. You called it, Mr. Lingle. Get that pressure on. No timeouts for BT. Create that turnover.
And the Cats have what they want here. They're going to have the chance to have the last shot. And that's exactly what Coach Davenport probably wants.
And what is that last shot going to be? 8 seconds. This is where we were at the end of regulation, Andrew.
We've already seen it with Dodson, so why not go to Longacre this time? You know, mix it up a little bit, shall we say.
Mix it up to the guy who's been making all the buckets in the last quarter and a half. No question about it.
You see Coach Davenport down there drawing up the play. Looks like it'll be the same lineup coming out for the Cats.
And a change for Blessed Trinity here. That looks like number 3, Luke Frankie, is checked into the game. Bo Knight sitting. Interesting strategy here from BT. I don't believe he's fouled out, so certainly not. Interesting strategy here from Blessed Trinity. Maybe they're looking to foul.
Full court press. Longacre gets it. He's got space ahead of him. He's also got Adele. He gets to the rim. He leaves it up high. The follow is good! The follow by Adele is the victory for the Cats. Longacre took it all the way. He missed. Everybody converged on him, and Adele knocks it in with a quick follow. And the players hopping and dancing and loving it. The varsity crew on the far side, on their feet, losing their mind. Your buddy Will Smith out of his too. Will Benson, the star of the varsity, number 35 in his practice gear. And Coach Pete Davenport lines everybody up. Hey, we'll celebrate. Good sportsmanship first.
What a finish there by Adele. That was quite a game. I don't know if I've seen anything like that in a middle school game. That was incredible.
There's the crowd and the celebration. Everybody comes together. Philip right there in the blue and the varsity guys. That's got to be a thrill for the 7th grader to be bouncing around. Championship and the big varsity guys are right there for you and with you. All right, let's talk about how this all developed. Andrew, Brendan, the Cats came out strong. Looked like they had the game in hand. BT with DuPont, number 30 inside, getting it done. They climbed back in, took the lead.
And then the tide sort of shifted at one point in the game. It was in the 4th quarter. Longacre got the and one. The crowd got back into it. He later hit a long 3, which tied the game up. Eventually sent it to overtime, and then not a lot of scoring here in the overtime period, but Adele with just a fantastic finish. And he made the play before to take the ball.
Going off what you said, Andrew, the tide sure did turn, and then it stayed close up until the very end when Adele hit that final layup to win the game as the buzzer ran out.
And this is the close of the 7th grade Rotary League. Westminster Wildcats 7th grade team are victorious. They came through the regular season with a record of 6-1. Blessed Trinity came out 3-4, but they were hot down the stretch. They beat the favored Wesleyan in the semifinals, and they almost defeated the Cats here in this championship game. But at the last moment, it is the Longacre pushing. But let's go back a step. Before the Longacre drive and the Adele finish, we had BT ball, 10 seconds to go. And Andrew, you talked about the Cats defense. They pressured ball. They denied the inbounds. Adele picked up the steal. Huge.
It was a huge play, and it forced BT to throw an ill-advised pass. And great defense. Coach Davenport calling a timeout once he saw the formation BT was going to come out with. Great coaching and just a great overall team win for Westminster.
There it is, and there's the team. Let's run through this list. We'll alternate between the two of you calling out number and kid.
Number 0 on the Cats, Wyatt Stevenson.
Number 1, Alex Edling.
Number 5, Jason Longacre.
Number 11, Ryan Githiku.
Number 13, Matthew Beck.
Number 15, Stephen Crawford.
Number 21, Nick O'Reilly.
Number 23, Taji Flynn.
Number 25, Aiden Henry.
Number 31, Alexander Warner.
Number 33, Cope Smith.
Number 35, Andrew Dotson.
And the game winner, number 45, Eduque Adele.
There you go. Those are the 2015-2016 7th grade Wildcats, coached by Pete Davenport. The managers are Robert Black and Drew Downs. You see them out there in their sweatshirts. And that's Stephen, who's been injured, Stephen Crawford in the long sleeve green. But a well-deserved, well-earned win for the Cats.
They really fought there until the very end. What a game that was.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Brendan. A fantastic game, and I'm just glad I got to see it.
There you go. Good basketball, fun and exciting basketball here at Turner Gymnasium. We will be back on the air for WCAT this Friday for Lower School Spirit Night and varsity basketball versus Douglas. The girls at 6 p.m., the boys 7:30. Make sure you tune in for that. For John Abernathy, Andrew Lingle, Brendan Dolan, our camera crew, Jack Powers, William Turton, Max Withrow, our director, Ethan Denning. I'm Daniel Searle saying good night and go Championship Cats.